Sorry about the delay there. Once again, Google decided to, at the last second, verify my identity. Just sometimes you just have to love these high tech games they play with you. Anyhow, Lee Roggenberg, Morning Coffee, Florida Lacrosse News, Cafe Bustelo. Love it. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Relatively light day on the high school side last night, so to give us time to catch up on the college information from over the weekend. First of all, last night we had a huge game down in Palm Beach County on the boys' side. Number 2 Plant coming down to play number 7 Jupiter, matchup of two top 2A boys programs. And in double overtime, the Jupiter Warriors, Jackson Bayshaw with the goal. Very big win for them. They were searching for that high-end quality win. This certainly will help their team going forward. And for Plant, again, just coming across the state to play a game on a Monday. Congrats for doing so. And putting up a great fight, coming back on the fourth quarter to send the game to overtime. And it would have been a wonderful game to have attended. Thank you to Victor Jewell for texting me in the game's scores as it went along. And look forward to, who knows, we might see them again in Naples in a semifinal game. There will be some other teams that'll have something to say about that first, but let's see how we go along as the season goes. So beyond that, Booker T. Washington 11-4 over Fort Walton Beach. Gulf Breeze 11-10 over South Walton. Northeast with a 10-7 win over Boca Ciega. Cypress Bay 11-8 over Archbishop McCarthy. Oak Hall 14-9 over Bartram Trail. Cypress Creek with the 11-6 win over Bartow. Land O'Lakes 9-6 over Wesley Chapel. Easy winners on the boys' side last night. Gulliver, University, Lake Mary, Dwyer, Mandarin, Flagler, Palm Coast, East Lake, Creekside, Northside Christian, Osceola, Vieira, Episcopal School, East River, Sandalwood, Estero, Oviedo, Holy Trinity, Navarre, Providence, and Lakeland Christian. On the girls' side last night, we had Lourdes Academy, 7-6 win over Palmer Trinity. Cypress Bay, 14-5 over Archbishop McCarthy. Cypress Creek, 16-10 over Freedom. South Plantation, 10-9 over Cooper City. Vieira, 19-17 over Seattleite. A lot of goal scoring there. Boca Raton, 10-5 over St. John Paul, also last night. Easy winners on the girls' side. St. Stephen's, Apopka, Martin County, Lake Mineola, Western, Cardinal Newman, Pensacola, Boone, Celebration, and St. Andrews. Something I kind of touched on yesterday that we really are going to be starting to pay attention to. We're now pretty much close to halfway through the season, which is pretty amazing when you consider that we're only in week 4, but the season started on really February 14th, and here we are March 8th. And a lot of teams already have 7, 8, 9 games on their record. So what's going to start to happen is you're going to start to see that fight for seeds 5 through 8 outside of the district winners. And particularly when you get down to 7, 8, 9, 10, there's going to be some real battles and important games that are going to occur that we aren't necessarily going to see on the surface as important games. But we'll look back and say, that's why they got in at number 8 and these guys missed at number 9. So, pay attention when we get going with the rest of Varsity Sports Network's broadcasts. That's going to be a main focus. It'll be a lot of fun. Before we kind of discuss the upcoming games tonight, we are going to go over through the college first. I want to mention Wellington 2023 Mackenzie Marshall. She's committed to Davenport. We'll hopefully have her article up later today. So Reason I wanted to really focus on college today to get you caught up is that there are an awful lot of big performances by Florida kids at the D1 and D2 levels over the weekend, and we don't want that to go by without people knowing about it. On Friday, St. Leo men 20-8 over Barton. Montverde grad Justin Williams, 5 goals and 3 assists. St. John Paul's Timothy D'Antono, 4 goals and an assist. And Providence's Guy Bistro, 4 goals and 3 assists. Great performance, kids. St. Leo women, 12-8 win over number 19 Mount Olive. Delaney Gilchrist, 5 goals for them. Florida Southern women, 20-4 over Findlay. Buchholz alum Ellie Green with 5 goals. Naples Marley Moon Gaddy with 3 goals, and Smash Rivers Lizzie Lynch with 3 goals, all for the Florida Southern women. Again, a great performance from our kids. On Saturday, the Gators women fell 14-13 to number 5 Stony Brook. Heritage Delray's Liz Harrison with 8 draw control wins for the Gators. JU women beat East Carolina 24-5. Jetty Kinsey, 7 goals and an assist for the Dolphins. Newsom grad Grace Hobson chipped in with 3 goals and an assist too. The Queens women beat Tampa 10-9. CC Colombo and Emma McLaughlin, 2 goals and an assist each for Tampa. The Flagler women lost to Rollins 18-6. Carolyn Gaston-High, 5 goals, 3 assists for Rollins. The Lynn women lost to Assumption 21-8. Kristen Johnson, 3 goals for them. Lynn men beat Assumption on Saturday. Xander Cosenza, 3 goals, 2 assists. Tampa men beat Frostburg 16-6. Harry Gilkowski, 5 goals. Florida Tech men beating Seton Hill 14-6. Benjamin's alum Griffin Bowie, 3 goals for Florida Tech. Flagler men lose 21-7 to Rollins. Justin White and Jack Johnson, 4 goals for Rollins. Canterbury's Thomas Pritchard with 3 goals for Flagler. Weber women beat Marion of Indiana 22-11. Samantha Escher, not a Florida grad, but 10 goals, 3 assists. Can't pass that one up. Robinson's Caitlin Patterson with 5 goals, and Melbourne's Alexia Allen with 2 goals for Weber. The Weber men lost to 11-7 to number 1 Reinhardt. Steinbrenner's Chase Jackson, 3 goals and 3 assists. Embry-Riddle women beat Seton Hall 15-13. Murphy McDonough, Sally Squire, 4 goals each. And Dr. Phillips grad Zariah Durham with 2 goals for Embry. On Sunday, the Florida Southern women beat Mount Olive 21-7. Griffin again with 3 goals. Florida Tech women beating Davis and Elkin 14-0. Nothing on the board for those kids. Jacksonville men, as you saw, lost to Utah 16-10. I mentioned yesterday, Bears repeating. Cardinal Mooney's grad, MJ McMahon, 2 goals, 3 assists for Utah in that game. On yesterday, we had the Palm Beach Atlantic women losing at home to Wingate 18-7. Bonavedra's Courtney Roush with 10 saves for Palm Beach Atlantic in the loss. The women beat Stonehill 21-16. St. John Paul grad Danielle Farinas, 3 goals, 3 assists for them. The Stetson women lost to East Carolina 18-8. Martin County grad Sage Rowe with 2 goals. We had Wilmington knocking off the Florida Tech men. Florida Tech men won that game 19-15. Vieira's Nate DePlank, 2 goals and an assist. West Broward's Austin Engler, 2 goals, and Benjamin's Griffin Bowie with 2 goals, all in the win for Florida Tech. The Florida Southern men lost to Lindenwood 13-9. Kevin Horowitz, Stoneman grad, 1 goal and 15 for 26 at the faceoff circle. The Lynn men lost to Westminster 16-11. Joseph Michalski, 3 goals in the loss for them. So you can see there was an awful lot of great performances by our kids at the Division I and Division II level. I did mention some of them yesterday at the Division I level. Beyond that, so you can go back and listen to that part. this is really, we're really seeing our coming out. Last year we had Jared, and over the years we've had a couple of kids who've been influential here and there, but we've never had this number of kids all performing at this level consistently as we have right now. And if you want to know why a lot of college coaches are recruiting the heck out of the state, this is why. Okay, also, catch you up quickly on the polls. In the IWLCA D1 on the women's side, Gators come in at number 12. Jacksonville comes in at number 20 this week. In their D2 poll, Florida Southern 6, Rollins 8, Tampa 13, Embry-Riddle up to 17. That's just great year for them. St. Leo number 23 in that poll. On Inside Lacrosse, the Jacksonville men come in at 16 in Terry Foy's poll and 15 in the Inside Lacrosse media poll. Kaiser women, number 1 in the latest NAIA. They will probably keep that. They've won straight since. In the last poll, Kaiser men came in at number 2, but yesterday they knocked off number 1 Reinhardt. So we're going to have the unique situation where the Kaiser women and the Kaiser men are number 1 in the NAIA polls. Great job, coaches, over their players program. 2 number 1s at the same school is incredible. EMCLA D1, Florida men at 8, Florida State men at 20. D2 poll, Florida Gulf Coast at 9, FAU at 13. The WCLA, we've never really touched on this. This is the women's partnership or similarity, whatever you want to call it, to the MCLA for the women's club programs. We have the SWS, I assume this is SWLL conference. Not really sure what the W part, maybe it's the Southeast Women's Lacrosse League. There's 2 divisions, the East and the West. Most of the Florida schools are in the East. Gainesville has a club team, UCF, Miami, FAU, USF, Florida Gulf Coast. And in the West, Florida State, which is also in with Vandy, Alabama, Kennesaw State, Auburn, Emory, and Ole Miss. And I'm assuming that's partly for travel purposes. So, that's, we're going to try to pay attention. Hopefully we can get some scores out of there. They are playing. And I'm going to try to reach out to some of the captains of those teams and see if we can get some content in from them. Okay, swing back to the boys. Excuse me, heavy schedule tonight. Let's get ready for this one. Okay, we've got Windermere Prep 4-2 hosting All Saints Academy 4-0. Remember, a lot of these games are going to have at-large considerations. Wellington at 8-0 puts their undefeated streak on the line as they host Jupiter 4-3. We'll see how well Wellington plays them. Martin County 3-1 hosts South Fork at 3-4. Palm Beach Central at 5-1 hosts Park Vista at 4-3. Lake Howell 4-4 is hosting Montverde at 5-2. St. Augustine at 5-2 hosts Fleming Island at 3-4. Windermere 6-2 hosts Vero Beach at 2-4. Maclay 6-2 hosts Ponte Vedra 6-1. Maclay needs a good showing after a couple of tough, a little bit of a tough stretch here. Seminole at 5-2 hosts number 1 Lake Mary 6-0 district game. Miami Country Day 4-2 hosts Westminster Christian at 6-1. Miami Country Day, if they can pull this one out, has a potential shot at that last 1A seed down here. Pinecrest 4-1 hosting St. Andrews, game I'm going to be at with that great doubleheader. Before we go any further, let me just mention, if you're not playing or practicing tonight, you're a youth program in the area. Brian, if you're listening out there of the South Florida Youth Lacrosse Foundation, maybe blast email out this one. Tonight at Pinecrest, we've got the Pinecrest girls, number 3 in 1A in my poll, hosting the number 1 Heritage Del Rey girls team. This is going to be a rematch of the regional final. Pinecrest gave them a pretty good game last year in the regional final. And that's followed by Pinecrest on the boys' side hosting number 1 St. Andrews. Again, just like we're talking about two programs at the same college being number 1 simultaneously, you're getting a number 1 boys and a number 1 girls team traveling to a very solid Pinecrest two programs. I will be there for both of them. It won't be quite the same type of game recap. It'll be more of a fan in the stand type article, but I am very much looking forward to being there for that doubleheader. And if you have a chance and you've got a kid who's playing and they're not doing anything tonight and their homework's done, parents, get over there and watch this one, please. Okay. Lakewood Ranch 4-2 is hosting Cardinal Mooney at 3-2. Haggerty 6-1 is hosting Lake Brantley 3-4. Western 4-3 hosting Gulliver Prep at 3-1. Alonzo 7-1 hosts Palm Harbor University at 4-2. Bishop Faroe gets another shot at a good win at 7-1, hosting Community School 3-1. Lake Highland Prep 2-1 hosts Bishop Moore at 4-4. In years past, that would have been the signature game of the night. Both teams kind of going through a little bit of a lull and on their way back up. I've particularly been warned to watch Bishop Moore a year or two down the line. Riverview Sarasota 4-2 hosts Sarasota. Providence at 5-2 is hosting Santa Fe at 7-1. We'll see how far Santa Fe has come with that game. On the girls' side, again, key games for seeding. Key West 6-1 hosting Coral Shores at 3-3. Heritage Plantation 5-1 hosts Westminster Christian at 4-1. Huge game also. Steinbrenner 6-1, number 3, 2A hosting Lake Highland Prep, number 2 and 1A. That will also be a beauty. This is one of those games where I hope the NFHS camera has a bit of a clue and actually gives me something to catch up on later. Berkeley Prep at 3-2 hosts Plant at 6-1. Pinecrest 6-0 hosting American Heritage Delray. We mentioned that. Pompano Beach 3-0 hosting Cardinal Gibbons at 5-0. We got Calvary Christian Clearwater hosting Sickles at 5-3. Gulf Breeze 4-2 hosts South Walton at 5-1. Bartram Trail 6-0 hosts St. Augustine at 6-0. Niceville 5-2 hosts Pensacola Catholic at 6-1. Forest 3-1 hosts East Ridge at 4-1. We've got Gulf Coast 3-1 hosts Manatee at 5-1. Lake Mineola 5-0 hosts Lake Wales 5-0. Lake Mary 5-3 hosting Haggerty at 5-2. Menendez 6-1. That's a great start for them. Hosts Seminole at 4-4. Winter Springs 5-2 hosting Lake Brantley at 5-4. As you can see, there's a lot of matchups with teams with winning records tonight. As I mentioned, look around the state. You can find something to go attend. You're in Tampa, you got Steinbrenner and Lake Highland on the girls' side. If you're in Orlando, you've got Bishop Moore and Lake Highland on the boys' side. You're down my way. You're a youth player. Get your homework done early. Ask mom and dad, please take me out. I want to go see that doubleheader at Pinecrest. Believe me, you won't regret missing it. Okay, if you go out, hashtag TAFTAG, take a friend to a game. Hashtag grow the game. Hashtag lay off the refs. This is Lee Roggenberg. Sorry for the couple of minute delay. Thanks to Google's incessant need to play Big Brother. This is Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News, saying so long from the Sunshine State.